All right. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today?
All right,
Good.
Okay, on this bright, beautiful Wednesday morning. Welcome to 1MC Westminster. My name is Julia Snap. I know we are all really eager to hear from Find Your Purpose today. I know I am for sure. We had a great time last Wednesday, hearing from Laughing Coffin up in Tawnytown. If you missed that presentation, they are on YouTube. Please go look for it, like, subscribe, do all the cool hipster things, and you can learn more about them there. Before we jump into today, I am just going to go over what we are all about here. So, our mission at 1MC Westminster is to lower the barrier for access to resources and connections for entrepreneurs. Without all of you here, and of course our core pillars, which I'll go over in a moment, we cannot accomplish this mission. So, we're looking for presentations, not pitches. We really want to connect you, or it's not networking, and work for the community, by the community. We really want to get to know you, your business, your organization, so that we can connect you to all of the great resources we have here in our community and beyond. Nobody has ownership of 1MC Westminster. Nobody is paid to do 1MC Westminster, and we are radically and intentionally inclusive. We really want everybody from every background, every type of business to come and do a presentation, get to know us, and let us know what's going on in the community. So we meet every week, Wednesdays at 9 a.m. We have 2 presenters whenever possible. We usually ask that you have that your organization be less than 5 years old, or if you have a new project or a new thing you're trying to get off the ground that's less than 5 years, don't be afraid to come and let us know about it. And we always try to end with the question, what can we as a community do to help you? So here's our organizing team: Graham Dodge, Chris Abel, Vicki Slinkman, John Weedman, Tina Thomas, myself, Julia Snap, and Gabby Rose. And with that, I'll just say a quick thank you to American Ice Cafe for coffee and Genie Birds for baked goodies to get us going this morning. And I will hand it over to who am I handing it to? I see you have a few dollars.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So we're going to do things a little different today. I'm going to do a little recap of what we've done over the past couple weeks since we haven't been here for a while after the Christmas holiday. And then I'm going to go into a quick presentation. And then I would like to kind of bring some of my members up here and open it up to be more of a community forum where we can ask questions and answer questions about Find Your Purpose and what we got going on. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I'm going to start here. So, we started our youth recording program at our studio. My son is one of the guys that's running it. I also have one of our first members of the program, the artist, here today, and this is the result of the recording process. I will never make the same mistakes I did. So much for closure now. I guess that you said it's overrated. Think I should never met my. So this beat was the beat was produced by my son, recorded by my son, and the song was written and recorded by Isis. Wasting my time on you. All right, so Isis, you can come and sit up here at the panel. Jason.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Here is another. This is another week of the program. This guy is Mike Royal, and this is another group of kids that are coming in. The one sitting behind him wants to learn how to be a producer and engineer, and the other 2 are songwriters, and they're going to be singing more of they want to do more of a rock style type music, which we can do that too. We helped Letitia from Expanding Boundaries, who's running late, but on her way. We helped her move the other day. We saw her put a post up saying that she needed help from the community to help her move out of her office, unfortunately. And as soon as we saw it, we just decided to jump up and help her. I called Jason, and we were there for probably like 6 hours moving her stuff, going back and forth. So we do a lot more other than the programs that we put on to be involved and help the community. This is something that we did with Carol Food Sunday, who we partnered up with for several things. So once a month, we plan to go there and either put together and sort canned goods, or we go and literally take the carts to people's cars and load their cars and trucks for them, for the people the families that are in need. So these are some of my kids throwing up gang signs and representing Find Your Purpose. This will get into this. The Bishop Garth apartment complex has been neglected for a very long time. So we decided to get the community together and stand up against the property management. And we've been able to make a lot of things happen. We actually had the mayor come out and talk to the residents, and she brought in the city housing department, who came in and did inspections on all the apartments. And right now they're in the process of getting all the violations and things together so we can start attacking some of the issues that they're experiencing. And they've been experiencing these issues since we were kids. And it took us coming together as a community to get people to really start getting behind it. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. This was our most recent, another program we do is called the Rock Solid Dining Program. And we go to Rock Solid and we take different kids and they teach dining etiquette. Well, they'll sit them down and show them how to, what fork goes where and where to put the napkins at and how to order your food. Because most kids that go there, they depend on their parents to order foods. So our waitress, Nakia, she actually makes the kids order everything themselves and say thank you and please. And, I learned things myself. So now when I go in there on my own, I'm always say thank you and please to her, just like one of the little kids. And it's a big joke, but this is another picture of us being over at the apartments. Because we kind of took it on our back to be something that we were going to stay on like every single week until something happened. So, we've been out there ruffling feathers to make something happen, because sometimes you got to be extreme to make things happen quickly. This was the first day of our recording program where we were actually in the process of making the beat that you guys heard earlier. And Isis was there that day too. I'm trying to think. Did we do this before Christmas? I don't remember. All right. Well, I'm gonna stop here. But for Christmas, we got together with Baltimore Soundstage, and we were able to get all of these toys plus more and donate them to a children's hospital in Baltimore. They were like very, very, very happy about it. And we got to make a lot of kids happy. So Baltimore Soundstage was gracious enough to connect with us on that, and we loaded our truck up and we just took them down to the hospital, and it was like a really cool thing. The hospital was called Mount Washington's Pediatric, and come to find out, there was a lot of people that back us and our supporters. They've had kids that went through the hospital, and the hospital helped their kids survive, I guess you can say, whatever. So that's that. All right, how do I get the other thing? Just click this.
Yep.
Okay. This is my presentation part. So in 2022, we had a total of 32 events with over 2,000 unique and different attendees. So I hate doing statistics, but I was told that I need to start doing that in order to get grants and things. I don't like doing statistics because I don't like putting numbers on our people. You know what I'm saying? But if and I can send this to anybody that needs to look at it, but if you can see certain events we're doing, we're bringing 60, 70, 100, 150 to 500 different people, and these are things that we are doing all throughout the year. So 32 different events in 12 months, that's a lot of events that we got going on. Click. So our 2022 grants, donations, and reoccurring sponsors, the Lowry Foundation, the Olive C. Joyner Foundation, the Curl Arts Council, the Maryland States Art Council, the Starbucks Foundation, Rock Salt Grill, Faith House, the Hoffa Foundation, Rising Above Addiction, Green Turtle, and Ting Internet have been really, really big sponsors of us, which kind of makes it so we're able to keep continuing doing the things that we're doing. So very appreciative to these guys. So one of the things that we're working on right now is the Find Your Purpose annual spring fundraiser. And the goal is so we can raise money for supporting programs and operating expenses through the spring and summer months. And now through March 15, an anonymous donor offered to match every donation up to $50,000. So we're trying to raise up to $50,000 by March 15th or sooner. And instead of doing like a GoFundMe, we decided to do our own style fundraiser through what's an app called Stripe that's through the Community Foundation of Carroll County. So we'll be passing these out and sending emails. So once you scan it, once you do your donation, it sends your tax exempt letter like directly to your email like right away. The typical GoFundMe and the different ways of doing fundraising are cool, but we like to just be different, do everything the way we like to do it. So I didn't want to do it. But yeah, so all of the donors who donate to Find Your Purpose through the Community Foundation will receive a receipt and a tax exempt letter via email. With that being said, I'm going to introduce my panel, and I also want to shout out everybody that's in the building. My son's here. My daughter, who is not out yet but is coming, is here. as well as her mother. We brought out members of the community. We brought out members of my staff, youth mentors, and people that we've been helping out and working with, as well as everybody here who I've been working with over the past year. So I'll start with Jason Campbell.
What up?
He has been with me since I was probably like, I think 17, 18 years old. So he'll be able to tell the story of what we come from and why we do what we do. Because a lot of the kids and the underserved community that we're trying to represent and benefit, we were them kids. You know what I'm saying? We were the kids that were getting in trouble, that were fighting, dealing with drugs, doing all the bad stuff that gets talked about that we're trying to help. That was us. So I brought him to represent that side. Miss Lisa here, she is a representative of a lot of the women in Westminster. She put me on to helping the Bishop Garth community, and her and her family have been really, really big supporters of ours. So I want her to kind of be here to talk about what we've done and what we've done with her family, what we've done in the apartments, and the impact we've been having on these different communities. And Isis, she has also been with us since she was probably like this tall, maybe this tall. She's the first of our youth recording program, her and another girl named Isis, as well as she's a youth, I'm sorry, Janae. And she's also one of our youth mentors or whatever. So yeah, we kind of want to open it up to the public and just get you guys to ask us some questions and start some conversations about some things so we can start really letting people know what exactly it is that Find Your Purpose does. Because every day I get up, every time I come here, I just show pictures. So today I decided to bring the hood out, and you guys can talk to them for yourself. So,
well, let's go down the line then and say, what does Find Your Purpose mean to each of you? I think that would be a great way to start.
Sounds good. Find Your Purpose to me is finally giving back all the things that we took away from this community. Growing up, we were a lot of troublemakers. We were very in the street, but in a bad way. Everything from fighting to selling drugs to stealing. Not me personally, because I don't steal, but a lot of kids did, you know what I'm saying? And we all, me and Billy especially, have just been through so many traumatic things as young children. I'm an open book. I was adopted, and I was sexually, physically, and mentally abused. And that, of course, changed who I was and made me just hate everything, you know. When me and Billy met up, it was like two brothers that should have been together since day one, you know. And we still have not ever had an argument with each other, never a bad word towards each other. And through that brotherhood, we were able to say, good God, everybody's either dead or they're locked up. We got to make a change somehow, some way. We've got to make a change because we both be in prison right now. We don't do drugs like that, so we're not dying off of overdoses and things like that, like a lot of our friends have. It's to see where we've come from where we began is just amazing. We talk about it almost every day when we're together. Yo, can you believe we're in this position? Can you believe who we are now compared to who we were back in the day? Like it blows our mind, and we're sitting here living it, and it's a dream come true. After all my abuse and everything, I can understand a lot of these troubled kids, and they normally pick either Billy or me depending on what their situation is at home. And like I said, some of them gravitate to me like that, and they open up. They don't open up to their therapist because their therapist read a book and says, I know how you feel. You know, and just being honest with that. Yes, therapists are great. They can give you insight into things. But if you want somebody to understand your actual feelings and be able to discuss them with you, that's a huge thing, especially for a kid. They don't look at us like 40-some-year-old guys that, you know, we dress like them, we talk like them, we're still in the streets with them, you know, and they respect us. So with that respect, they've changed their ways. With that respect, some of their parents have changed their ways to be better with their children, more informed about things that they need to know, more involved. And that's something huge that we do with all these get-togethers, from the aquarium to the roller skating rink. All these things are positives that these kids have never, ever had. You know, we just want to give back and be the best representatives for our underground community that deserves to be treated like any other community. You know, Westminster is forgotten about in the heart of Westminster. These kids, they're not all from out in the country and all. There's nothing wrong with being from the country. But these kids are walking down the street, seeing drug deals all day long. They're walking down the street and they're seeing cops flying by, doing this, doing that. We just take them off the street for an hour or two, because you know 1 second can change your life if you make a mistake. Just 1 second. So the more we have them with us, the less chance that they're going to make that mistake and not be with us no more. But I'm J Cam. Love y'all. And thanks for letting me share. Follow that.
It was dope because we didn't talk about any of this. Like, I'm like, I want y'all to come. I think I just told them they were going to be sitting on a panel today because I wanted it to be real. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about us is we represent I call it the other Westminster, because, you know, there's 140, there's the Wine Fest and the Ag Center and everything's all good, right? Most people we represent, they've never even been to the Wine Fest. Some of them never been to the Art Center. Some of them, you know, they didn't know that the Starter Portal existed or any of these things existed. But that's a large portion of downtown Westminster, and that's what we represent. But that's not the only thing we represent, as you can see, through us being transparent in who we are. Now we have all different classes of supporters that follow us and different people that get behind us. But we are the voice of the underserved community of Westminster. Not black, underserved meaning the ones that just felt like they didn't fit in. Lower income, higher income, whatever the case may be. If you felt like you didn't fit in, that you didn't have a voice, that's who we are and we represent you. So, with that being said, she's a little nervous, but
Unprepared.
What was the question?
What does find your purpose mean to you?
Find your purpose means to me, same as Jay, giving back to the community. I went 7 years clean from heroin, single mother of 4. 30 years ago, I lived in Bishop Garth, the same neighborhood that I'm trying to save. We're trying to save. Doing rotten things, you know, looking back now, all my children are grown. I have grandchildren. So I look at it like, this is my grandchildren. I lost my son in 2020, fentanyl overdose. So I look at it like one child, just one. So that's why we bore all these kids. And they're minorities, and it's not race, it's not, you know, male, female, it's just kids that might not even have a chance if they weren't involved, you know, like, and parents too. I've seen big changes out of parents, big. Before, I didn't see Bishop stand as a community like it does now. Like, when we're out there, we're out there. everybody's coming out. Everybody's joining together. We're making moves, you know. It's not moving as fast as everybody would like, but things are happening, you know. That's basically it, giving back to the community. Things that I took for granted, things I put my children through. I'm trying to give back. To save just one child, that works.
Just one.
Yep.
Just one.
You guys are about to make me cry.
Stop it.
Just not,
I'm trying not to.
I just really feel it. All right. So, Isis, you're speaking from the youth standpoint
Yes.
of what we do.
Find a purpose to me, speaking as one of the youth that has come up in the program. Like he said, I've been here since I was like a fetus, so I've been here for a minute. But coming up in it, like, has really shaped my perspective on life. I've seen, you know, like he said, not a lot of the people, but lower class, middle class, high class, whatever. I've seen a lot of different groups come together and be a family. I really do think I've always felt like I could confide in this group of people. They're like family. Everybody's so real, and it's not like Billy's like he's not like your typical guy. He's kind of goofy and weird and like odd. And sometimes I call
You might
him.
have to take it back to the streets.
I
We
call
gonna
him.
catch you on the avenue now. Yeah.
I call him like my cool weird godfather, but he's always been like a genuine person. You could come to him with anything. He's not going to sugarcoat anything, and I think it really everybody in the program, like the adults and the leaders in the program, I've always felt comfortable and truly like feel welcome. Like if you ever come to an event, everybody, it's like a big hug. I can't even like put it into words. It's a great group of people. I love everybody in this group, especially like I said, I've been in it forever. But finding purpose is really like people helping people, and it's a really beautiful thing. It's really cool to see you like had this idea and you got together with like a bunch of people and we were like doing it and we were making it work. And I've been there like since day one, seeing this like grow into something, and like being here. And he was like, I have sponsors and I have people here like supporting us. Like it's really cool to see this turn into something and us really like making an impact on the community. And Westminster, like I grew up here, and I do know I have friends my age that have like been through some things, and they've come to these events and met the same people that I've been talking about, and it really is making a difference. And I'm really excited to see how much bigger, how much more we can do to make a bigger impact. It's really all love. It's really all family. I'm so proud and excited to be part of it and see it blossom into this beautiful thing. So, yeah.
So before we go to the next question, can y'all clap if you ever been to a Find Your Purpose event? Yeah, this is also, just to throw this out there, we are not a funded organization. Everything that happens with us, we get individual donors or sponsors, and we kind of go as we go. We have no like major backing, but we've been able to do major things and make major changes without that. I'm still working on building proper infrastructure and things like that. So it's like once all that's set up, I feel like we just have a really, really big opportunity to do some major things inside and outside of Carroll County.
Yeah, being able to do it with no money is hard. Really, really hard. But with Billy, myself, we've taken out of our own pocket at times just to make sure that these kids get the experience that we would all hope our kids would have. You know, just wanted to say that real quick.
These are more of our kids. All right.
And also, if you're on Facebook, you can ask questions and Gabby will read them off here on Facebook. Anybody else here have questions?
Please.
The panel.
We want all the questions.
Yeah, all of them.
What is the best thing that let's say I'm like talking to people, meeting people, like what is the best thing I can refer to you guys? Is it more kids for your groups? Is it more sponsors? Is there anything else Right, enlist. What is the best?
I feel like right now we need probably sponsors, potential donors, people that can help us with grants. One of our main goals right now is trying to be able to hire staff. Once we're able to hire staff, then we're able to really do more things. So that's probably like the main thing that we need right there, and more exposure.
Gotcha.
I feel like with more exposure, it open up the door for us to be in front of more people like that. As far as bodies, staff, and people to come, we got that all day. I mean, you can look around like this is small. I didn't want to bring everybody because we would have to be outside.
Yeah.
But that's probably what we need the most of.
Are you a 501c3?
Absolutely. Under the Community Foundation of Carroll County.
Great, love it.
Come on, give me some questions.
Are most of your events? Because I've never been to an event. Sorry, my bad. I'm slacking.
Kind of.
But-
I mean, the video shoot.
Oh yes, that was an event. Yeah. Okay, I have been to an event. Are they all in Westminster? Are they Carroll County based? Do you do any in Baltimore? What's like the main?
Yeah, we're all over the place.
All over? Okay.
Yeah, our home base is Westminster, of course. But when we do our community outing, we might be in Towson, Frederick, Baltimore. It really doesn't matter. That's the other unique thing that we do is we don't just stay centralized here. We'll take the kids and we just kind of just go wherever.
That's good. I didn't know if you're interested in expanding to like one specific location, like you want to get to, let's say, Frederick more or whatever. But yeah.
But my next target will probably be Baltimore. Maybe like Baltimore County and then Baltimore City. And then I would like to get the Hagerstown area. I have a lot of places I want to go. I want to get Westminster solidified first. That's just the heart of everything. Yes, sir.
I might have missed this since I was late. Thanks for pointing that out when walking. So, is Wisdom Court Entertainment Find Your Purpose two separate organizations? What's the relationship? And then there's the clothing store on the corner. What's the relationship with all those entities?
Wisdom Court Entertainment is our music production and booking agency. So it's a separate entity. Find Your Purpose is our nonprofit. The store is in partnership with Wisdom Court, where we have our studio. So it's a clothing store, and inside the clothing store is our recording studio. The connection is because Find Your Purpose is but not limited to about the creative arts. We use our members and the connections that we have through Wisdom Court to bring the kids to the studio and to the performances and things like that. So we're able to kind of like pretty much partner with ourselves in a sense, but they're two separate identities.
Yeah, what does the handoff look like for a kid coming in through Find Your Purpose, learning about music recording and production, and like ISIS showing immense talent in that direction? What's the handoff then to Wisdom Court and then to like a career?
That's a great question. So the handoff would be once they go through the recording program, and they get their music, they shoot a video, they get their photography and things like that. They're able to go and do the Wisdom Court thing and perform at concerts, get different opportunities, get booked to do shows, booked to do different performances and things like that. Put music out, iTunes, Spotify, all those kind of things. So Find Your Purpose is like the entry for artists to learn how to do everything. And Wisdom Court is the end result of how to actually use the skill set that you learn and turn it into a music career. We also bring in people like, I got Riley here and a couple other people who is a producer that works with Wisdom Court, and he is assisting with Find Your Purpose. So it's like a big, it's one big family that we kind of cycle through. And we have people that come in through Wisdom Court that now do stuff for Find Your Purpose, and then people that come in through Find Your Purpose they end up doing things for Wisdom Court. But Wisdom Court is more of a Baltimore-based company, and Find Your Purpose is more centralized in Westminster. Yes.
We have a question on Facebook from Tina Thomas from the Infinite Love Project. Do you have a program set up so that corporations can help with sponsorships and scholarships to get kids into your programs?
That I do not have, and I think that will come along with being able to hire a staff that can help me with the infrastructure, and so I can learn and figure out the things that I don't have, match with the things that I do have, and just make our company just a more well-rounded company. So I do not have that yet, but I'm working on it. I thought that was a question.
No, sorry.
And Now you gotta come up with one.
I mean, I can always come up with a question on the fly. Actually, I didn't have a question. I was just going to share, since you're looking for sponsors and donors to encourage anyone, not just from what you've seen here today, but going to any Find Your Purpose event. ISIS, what you said is immediately visible even to somebody, you know, who has never been to an event before. And as a corporate sponsor, you really do feel special and like you're part of something that is truly amazingly helpful. One of the things we worked with Billy on was a pop-up shop at the downtown Westminster Farmers Market. And he was teaching kids how to merchandise the Find Your Purpose products and then sell them. And we sponsored that. And Billy sent me a picture of, we have these Ting sticker sheets. And one of the kids had just taken the stickers and put it all over his body. And I was like, that's like the best advertisement I've ever seen. So I would encourage anybody who's thinking about, you know, community sponsorships as a way to support their business and spread the word within a different community. Rick was even just saying to me, like, look, Billy's got all these signs. I was like, yes, when you're in the group, you are a promoter. That is what you do. So then your business will continue to get supported. Every time we do something, you're tagged in it, you're coming out. Like, there's so much value that you get, both intrinsic and extrinsic, just being a part of the family.
And that comes from the Wisdom Court side. Since we start out as promoters and people that run street teams, we know how to market ourselves as a nonprofit. So we kind of take the skills that we learned from that and we use that in our nonprofit. And we run everything in unorthodox. We're kind of like, we don't want to just sit and talk about stuff. We don't like doing a whole bunch of meetings. We don't like doing a whole bunch of nothing. It's like, we see a problem, let's jump on it. If I see a problem tomorrow, I'm going to be jumping on it tomorrow. We don't have to sit there and think about it for a year to do it. And that's like, I feel like it's one of the things that makes Find Your Purpose unorthodox, but also unique. I just brought another one of our members up who didn't know she was going to speak, Kylie. I wanted her to tell a little bit of the questions you asked originally.
Right, what does Find Your Purpose mean to you, or its mission mean to you?
So I was actually a part of Billy's thing before Find Your Purpose was even a thing. But Find Your Purpose has really helped a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people change in a way that I've never seen people change before. And Billy is the reason. Billy has sat down with everybody, talked them through everything to help them as much as he possibly can, and has made an impact on Westminster as a whole. I've never seen somebody not be so scared to stand up and talk to the mayor. This man found out who the mayor was, which she used to be my physics teacher in 9th grade, and I was very scared of her. But she is an amazing person that has also helped Billy go forward with his whole motivation.
She's also an artist. She performed at our, and my son recorded her as well. She performed at our talent shows several times now. I actually have a bunch of people in the crowd. I don't know if anybody wants to say anything, but some of the parents that are here.
I will.
Okay.
So I'm Jamie. Basically, how I started was they were looking for an additional photographer for Wisdom Court because they wanted to have now. She's mostly based in Baltimore and stuff like that, so she does like a lot of the Baltimore events. But I've had a small like little photography business up here that I just do on the side for fun or whatever, and I was they were looking for us. So I contacted them and we like connected right away. I think Jason and I spent a good hour or more on the phone. Just talking about everything, and I've been able to, I do, come out to some of the events and do photography. I've done one of the photo shoots for his son's video, just different opportunities. My big thing with just on the Wisdom Court side still was, I'm in the process of trying to get, work on videography and stuff like that and different photography things from people that have a little more experience than I do. I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, but I've always done like candid or like family pictures or, you know, little stuff like that. But I have I have 3 boys. 2 of them are special needs. My 10-year-old is autistic. And he's one of those kids where if he doesn't connect with you, like the minute, you know, he sees you, you're done. Like, don't even worry about it because he can tell if a person's good or not just like that. And from the moment he met Billy, the moment he met, you know, Jason and Skylar, he like went ape shit. Like, sorry, but like he was so excited. Like he could feel like the goodness and all that kind of stuff in them. And like he looks up to them all the time. I mean,
He won't let go of my leg.
he won't let, I mean, he's
He's
constantly
like my size.
He's got some of the greatest hugs too.
yeah,
Great hugs.
he's a lovable kid.
Yep.
I mean,
absolutely.
as far as Skylar goes, like
Cruddy. His name's
he's
Cruddy.
well, okay, sorry, sorry, I forget that part. But as soon as he sees him, it's like right up to him, and he's amazing. He gives him hugs back. You know, I've seen him, at some of the Find Your Purpose like events and stuff like that, play basketball together and stuff. And I've kind of like transitioned to the Find Your Purpose now because I can't take my kids in public by myself because I'm a single mother, and having them being special needs is very hard. Very causes a lot of more medical problems that I already have get worse. But coming to an event with them, it's like a huge weight off my shoulders.
You've been able to drop them off.
I've been able to drop them off. I have not had like one complaint. I've always been close by just in case, but I know with them, you know, they're safe, they're happy, and just going to an event, they get so excited because they get to interact with all these people that they feel comfortable with, and it's been huge. And you know, we started doing the monthly thing where we go out and, you know, have different events they can go to, like the dances and stuff. And it just makes their day. And, you know, for seeing them being able to, you know, grow, because I said I was before the Find Your Purpose as well too, but just seeing him to grow, the things that he's doing, stuff that, you know, Billy and I have talked about, you know, what he's, you know, we're in the process with, like even the horse thing yesterday, like different events and stuff to, you know, interact with these kids, to keep them off the streets. Prior to all this, I was a dispatcher for the Westminster Police, 911, all that kind of stuff before I became disabled. And I've seen, like, you know, the problems in Westminster because, you know, the police are always involved. So for the Bishop Garth thing, that's huge because I was there 13 years with the police department, and I knew there was problems, you know, from day one, but there was nobody doing anything. And just to see the little bit of work he's done in, less than a month now, maybe?
What, 3 weeks?
About 3.
Yeah, I said it hasn't even been a month yet. The amount of work.
I will never take credit for starting that. She brought.
Well, no, but
I'm letting the public know. Her and another lady brought me into it, and I decided to do my part. But it was the community they wanted help.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just
stepped
the community, like you said, was never together. It was always fighting and problems over there. I mean, I could guarantee when I worked, we were over there 3 or 4 times, you know, during my 8-hour shift for something different. Just so seeing the stuff that he's doing and, you know, the plans he has and stuff, I mean, it just excites me, it excites my kids. I'm always trying to promote, you know, kids getting off, you know, onto this to find their purpose, find what they want to do. I mean, I have a 16-year-old huge in football right now, but he's artistic, kind of, I guess, art-wise, I guess. It's kind of hard to say, but I keep pushing him to it. He's in that stage where he doesn't want to do anything right now yet, but he has ideas he's given to me that I'm going to try to help put along. Maybe like his own like clothing line, because he wants to be an entrepreneur after, you know, football. At least go to school for that, you know, college for that. That's his goal as a 16-year-old. Besides, you know, hopefully NFL, but you know, just trying to, you know, encourage him, encourage his friends, you know, stuff like that to get it out there, because I do photography for this football team at the high school, and I'm always showing people out, you know, if your kid has an idea, you know, contact them, you know, reach out. They're willing to help anybody. So I think it's an amazing organization, and I'm going to continue with it forever. I mean, it's just the events and everything. It makes me feel good. They immediately made me feel like family. I mean, from day one, I just had that connection. Like she said, it's like a big hug. We go to events because everybody loves everybody. They're sweet. No negativity. It's all just like positive stuff.
Sometimes people don't like each other in the regular world, but at our events, everybody's cool.
Yeah, and that's what's awesome.
Yeah, we've got people from all walks of life, different crews, different gangs. They come together with us and never been a problem. Never. Wisdom Court is higher than all that.
Like, he forgets to say this sometimes, this whole regular part of my lifestyle. He been helping the community and kids since I was a baby. So when I see these kids now, and like I'm a staff member and whatnot, and they look at me and stuff, it's just crazy because I was them. You feel me? Like kids dances and stuff, and like growing up, all my teenage knuckleheads look up to him like a father as well, and it's like some things like only you couldn't understand if you had a camera through all the time. Like, the thing how he's looked at from all different age groups and different types of people, it's like almost unheard of. You know what I mean? So I just want to add that part. Like, it's just crazy, man. You should see it.
Sounds like Easter egg hunts, and now
Oh,
like
yeah.
have
Oh my
a
God.
recording programs.
I'm still stuck on you being a police dispatcher and you ain't helped me out.
Your name may have come across, but like
We
that was just,
got like 5 minutes. I want to hear from
Don't tell them my last name.
Maddie,
I'm
and I want to hear from.
It's been 6
Hold on,
years.
I want to hear from Brad and Jess about the impact that Finding Purpose had. Any one of you, but we gotta keep it a little short.
All right, I'll go ahead.
This is for
I've
both of
known
us.
Jason, 20, 30 years, Jay?
Yeah, 30, couple, yeah.
We used to run the streets together. I recently, within the last 2 years or so, run into Billy. First time I met Billy, just like Jason, we hit it off. My kids look up to Jason and Billy. Every time they see Jason or Billy, either one, it's always, hey, I'm Jason, Uncle Billy. They run up and give him a hug. Even with Billy's son, it's high fives and hugs and, as a resident of Bishop Garth, like Lisa said, Billy put his backing behind us and we've been able to step up quite a few notches on the ladder to the point where now we just had another resident go to court Tuesday. She went to court and the judge is demanding that the property manager have the results from the HUD inspection that Billy instigated with the mayor. She has to have those results in hand when she goes back to court next week. There's things that have been going on for years, months. It's not like this is something that just popped up 2 weeks ago. There's issues that have been there for many, many, many years. There's people that are living in conditions with mold, and the property management just comes in, paints over it, and it's all gone. There's, it's not a bad place, but there's a lot of things that need to be fixed to make it even better. And Bishop Garth, as Jason and Lisa said, it's kind of been pushed to the side and forgotten about for so many years, and it's been let go for so many years, and now it's playing, now we're going to hurry up, catch up to bring everything up to date and get everything fixed to where it should be.
That's the underserved community that we're serving is what he's talking about, and we're forcing everybody to pay attention now. That's the difference. One more. You want to say something, Maddie? A little bit about how you found out about us and like what it's done.
It's done a lot. I guess one of the things that like popped into my head. I'm a crybaby, so it really means a lot to me that my daughter's father has never met her, and she's 6 years old, and it's really hard for my daughter to like want to build relationships with people. But when she comes to your events, she flocks to you. And she looks forward to that all month. What's Billy doing next? Like, what are we doing next? Are we going skating? Like, it means so much to her, and to see how much it means to all these other kids. It's a beautiful thing that you're doing. And I just want to say thanks, but that's what really it for me. We don't have the money to do stuff, so like this is like, besides school, this is some kids, all that they have. And Vincent, all that they have is you, but all that they have is you, and like, that's awesome.
Thank you.
So thank you. Thanks for having us.
Well, right, that's about all the time we've got. We got just a few more minutes left for community updates. Let's give Billy and the panel again a big round of applause. Thank you, guys. All right, we got about 15 minutes. Do we have anybody else here that want to do a quick community update? Anybody wants to follow that? Jimmy the Man?
Yes, sir.
Come on up. Should I pull up the website?
Yeah, but the website is, hang on. I'm messing up.
Does anybody else have an
Carol.
update while we're waiting? Steve does. Okay, you got Steve on deck. Judy on deck. All right.
CarrollMediaCenter.org.
All right. What's going on, guys? My name is James Darrell Jones. I run a business services company, but also known as Jimmy the Man. So I'm a local musician. And we put out an album about a year and a half ago, The Greatest Day by Jimmy the Man. Really exciting stuff. I got a thing going with the Carroll Media Center. It's a public access channel, so you could join as a member. You can use their equipment, and you can produce videos to go on their channel. So we're on Channel 19 in Carroll County. The show is called Original by Jimmy the Man. Mostly just me and my drummer jamming, but also saying that we want, we're looking for people to join the band and make some music with us. So check out their website. Click on local channels, then Channel 19, and you can look at the schedule to see one of our shows. That'd be great. We gotta get you into the Wisdom Court studio. Drop some beats.
Love to talk to this guy. That'd be cool.
Any questions for Jimmy the Man? All right, we'll move on. Thank you very much. All right, I think I got Steve Lowe next. Steve, you want to bring up his challenge?
Yeah, you can do CarrollMediaCenter.com. It's close enough. Morning, everybody. How you doing? Thanks, Billy. That was amazing. So it's just about Biz Challenge season. It kicks off February 7th. This is where dozens of entrepreneurs enter, and 5 are chosen to pitch their business ideas live before an audience and a panel of judges in August. And then one of them walks away with 10 grand in cash plus thousands more in other valuable prizes. There's also a People's Choice Award 2023 for the year. And United Way is kicking in at least, that's a little bit up in the air. It should be at least $2,500 for any one of the applicants, not just one of the final 5, but any one of the applicants, such as Billy, that they think would make the biggest impact in the community. So it's totally free to enter. You get great exposure, a lot of great networking. We're going to kick this thing off on February 7th at the community college. You don't have to show up there. It's, I think, 6 to 8. You don't have to show up to enter and apply, but it's a really great way to kind of get to know the whole process. But you have till May 31st. We'll open the application period right after the kickoff in February. You have till May 31st to enter. And then sometime in June, in June there'll be a meet and greet at the town mall. And then sometime shortly after that, the advisory committee will get together and do the grueling process of picking the final 5, and the live finale is August 3rd. You can go to CarrollMediaCenter.com and find out everything you need to know. One of these is mine and one of them isn't.
Yeah. Is there any questions for Steve? All right, thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jason, sorry.
When we win all three of them,
Yeah. It's never happened, but it's technically possible.
yeah.
It has, I
I
think,
look
three.
at what's up there, and I'm like, hold
Right.
on.
Well, and don't forget the 10 grand cash. That's nice, but it's like $25,000 more in services like Startup Portal helps and Magic helps and Ting helps. You know, they kick in. I think 3 times in Biz Challenge history, the same idea, same entrepreneurs won the grand prize and the People's Choice. We've never had a trifecta. We could. Yeah.
Never had a group like us.
That's true. That's true.
Is it just like people from Westminster, or this is like?
Carroll County.
Oh, okay.
Anybody in Carroll County with an idea that they've kind of maybe started in the last year or so, or hope to start within the coming year. Cool.
Next team. What should I put up? You coming up?
Yeah.
Is it Share Hope?
ShareHopeArt.com. So I updated a page yesterday. So I'm a local therapist now. So I take I know, right? And I'm updating this page. So there's like, I saw a spelling mistake and stuff. But I'm at Springboard. I started it yesterday. But it kind of goes through, so if you go to sharehopeart.com, I kind of go through everything with the layout and everything. I accept medical assistance, United Healthcare, and Blue Cross Blue Shield. But I kind of feel like I should work with Billy and be like, yeah, I'm gonna find your purpose therapist too. Like, we should create our own model. So it goes through it, but I do have like one space, and then I want to go full time, so there will be space. But I don't know how we are on time, but I was thinking we should have everybody stand up here for Find Your Purpose. Do like a group photo, maybe. Do you guys feel like coming up here, like supporters?
We can do group photo at the end, yeah.
At the end, okay, I didn't have much time. And I also finished one of my books. So this is kind of separate because I don't use the word crap in therapy, not yet. But I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate, because I wrote this when I wasn't thinking about going back to being a therapist. And I lived in Bishop Gard and moved out during the pandemic. So I know about the crap there, because my apartment was fine, but my one friend, I had to lend her my umbrella because her ceiling was caving in the bathroom. So another tenant was out, so it was leaking so bad she couldn't, so I gave her all my towels and stuff. But yeah, she ended up moving out. But that's like the situation that happened a lot in Bishop. The mold, I know one tenant, I think 2 of her kids have like breathing lung issues because of the mold. So they're all like, friends, and I'm like, they're suffering. So it's amazing because I know if the tenants speak up, it's like they get in trouble with the landlord. So what Billy's doing is like life-changing for people. I mean, you're helping kids not live with mold. Like, it's a big deal. Yes, I don't know if anyone else wants to go. But yeah, thank you.
That's terrifying. I know mold's a big guy. My wife, she sees a square centimeter of mold somewhere. It is like, call the police, get the maintenance company out.
Sell it out, wreck the house.
Right. Anyone else have a community update? So otherwise, I just got one more for Magic. Magic, we're one of the community sponsors of this program. We have an event called Spire Girls coming up at American Ice Cafe in Westminster on January 20th.
This Friday.
This Friday, yes, at 5:30 p.m. This is for girls, 8th grade through 12th grade, right? So any girl, this is girls only, I'm afraid. And we have a it's like a leadership program for women, for girls that we've developed at Magic. It's sponsored by Ting. Thank you, Ting. And this, the first one featured Dr. Mona Becker, who we've all heard about so far today, talking about how she's been helping find her purpose with the Bishop Garth situation. She kicked off the program for Magic, and now we have Jen Bishop from the University of Maryland is going to be speaking this Friday, talking about college readiness specifically, but sort of other leadership topics for girls. So if you have a young girl in your life who's 8th grade to 12th grade, bring her on. It's a totally free. We feed you. We give you coffee. Well, if you don't drink coffee, I guess. What do we feed them?
Whatever they want.
Whatever they want. It's on Magic's tab. Magic basically starts a tab at American Ice, and we take care of your daughters and granddaughters and nieces. So bring them out January 20th at Magic. Any other updates before we close out?
Is for girls in school.
Any girl, 8th grade to 12th grade, basically, is what it's targeting. But of course, if you're a mom or a grandma or whoever, or an aunt, you can come in with your daughter or relative and bring them, and we will host that as well. And all of that's on Magic's tab at American Ice, thanks to the generosity of the team.
Can I do a quick update?
Yeah,
Just like a little review. You can put my Instagram up.
Insta?
Yeah.
All right, this is Evan Davis of Evan Davis Media. And let me get up Evan.
Nothing too crazy. Just gonna kind of show it up to the past year. So when I first started my business, I was like pretty much like everything video. I'll do it. I'm kind of niching down a little bit. So now I do mainly corporate video or like event video and photography as well. Me and my team, because I have a team now. Whoa, I know, moving up. We did pictures and video for this ballet group. Showing that off a little bit. Yeah, good stuff there. I'd love to see it. More business video stuff. Where's the audio?
Do you feel like it's clunking into gear?
Just really
If
little
so,
audio
then you need
company
to bring it
in
to us here at Ken's
Frederick.
Automotive. We are the experts
Show
in the
you what
business.
I'm doing.
We at Ken's Automotive.
I often don't post most things I work on because I just forget, and then it's like a year, it's like 6 months ago, it's like, oh, am I going to post this video? Oops, forgot about it. But here's a cool video I did. I made a little, actually I talked about this a while ago at 1 Million Cups. I made this little claymation video, submitted it to a competition with like a worldwide video competition. I actually got second place.
Wow.
So that was really cool.
Can you play it? Is that it?
Let me put my website up. Well, actually, no, hold up. Can you skip on Instagram Reels?
Claymation video.
No.
I don't think so. I'll pull it up. Hold on, let me go to my website. I'm not going to play the whole thing because I talk in it and I hate seeing myself speak. So, but basically what it was like the whole claymation thing, and then you see you kind of get sucked up into this claymation UFO. It's kind of and then hold up. So like I'm like getting surgery on, and I was like talking about my passion, which is claymation, and the whole video was like talk about your passion, win some money and all that. So I was like, I'll do this cool thing because I don't think anyone's done that before. But yeah, so that's kind of the gist. I'm not for the whole thing, but yeah, you got it.
So where is that? EvanDavis.com? What is it?
Yeah, or I think the full video is my YouTube, which you can find somewhere at some point. I don't know, search for it. I'm not hard to find. But yeah,
Any
that's
questions
the
for
gist.
Evan? All right, thank you, Evan. All right. That's all of our time today. Thank you again to our sponsors, Jeannie Bird Baking Company for the pastries and the baked goods. Thank you to American Ice Company Cafe, for who now is doing their own roasting, by the way. American Ice has their big roasting machine working inside their shop now. If you haven't been in there while it's roasting, it smells awesome. Their monsoon medium roast coffee is to die for. I love it. So thank you, American Ice, for providing the coffee today. Thank you to Start Portal and Rick Leinbach for hosting. Of course, thanks to my staff at Magic for helping to coordinate all this today. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, Kim. And with that, I think Tina usually says something like, Vicky, do you?
She asked me to sub today.
Oh, she did? Okay, come
no,
on.
it's okay. No, you're fine now.
Okay.
It's sometimes we have one presenter, sometimes two. Next time it could be you. Go to 1millioncups.com/Westminster to apply.
Thank you, Vicky. All right, have a great day, everybody. Thank you.